Naomi the G. On today's episode, I want to get into anxiety on your emotional therapy that we're talking about in this whole series. And I'm going to give you something that you can do. Yeah, it's in this tea. To help you with your anxiety and processing your emotions. So if you're into that, definitely stay tuned. But before we get into that, please make sure that you hit subscribe, like the video, please. And thank you guys for following me and supporting me on this journey. This is actually one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. Actually, it's not, because I have 3 kids, so that was hard. But this is a close second. So at the end of the day, I just appreciate you guys supporting the channel and all of the feedback I get on the regular. So thank you. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So anxiety. We all experience it from time to time. And if you're not conscious and aware of what's going on with your body, you can spike it up and make it go even worse. So what I can say about anxiety from a first-hand perspective is definitely stop worrying about what other people think about you. That's just on period. If we can just end the video here, it'll be right under 2 minutes and then it'll be a very quick short. But at the end of the day, that's the most important part of this entire video is focusing on yourself. If you have the tendency to continue to keep thinking about things that are outside of self, then it'll definitely make you go crazy. It'll keep you from going to sleep at night. It'll keep you from having relationships with people. It'll keep you from having going out and having a social life. It'll keep you your breathing very short and not deep enough to where you're at a calm, at ease state. Anxiety can cause other diseases and other mental stresses and worries like sadness and depression. So you really have to check anxiety at the door, and all of us are not above reproach. We all go through this, but the number one thing to do is to focus on yourself. Stay in the present and focus on yourself. Stay in the present and focus on yourself. Stop focusing on what people think about you, what you're wearing. Oh, how are they going to receive me when I come into this room? Everybody's going to be looking at me. And these things go through everybody's mind, right? But at the end of the day, when you focus on yourself, it makes it easier for you to realize that everybody's focusing on themselves, okay? Nobody's really thinking about you that much. And if they are, it's only for a split second. And then they're on to the next thing they can think about. That is totally not about you. So when it comes down to it, especially, if you're coming into new environments that you're not really familiar with, it'll definitely rear its ugly head then at the height of it all. Like when I started this channel, I had the worst anxiety about this channel. I was just like, I'm not ready for it. I kept picking myself apart about what I look like, what I might sound like. And then I realized I have a message. Hello, somebody that needs to get out. I can't sit back and hold myself back because I'm worried about how people might receive me. They're going to receive me the way God intended them to receive me, because this is messages from Him. I'm doing this from a pure place. Calm down. It's about a greater calling. It's not about the aesthetic of it all. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you aesthetics. I'm going to give you looks. Trust that. But at the end of the day, I know it's deeper. It's a deeper calling for me. So that's why I can offer you this advice from a pure heart, because I've been there. I've been there so much. Mine be doing this the whole time. You're like, you can't calm down. You can't have decent conversations. You're probably talking too fast. I'm guilty of all these things, like I said. But the thing that keeps me calm in the moment is breathing. Staying calm, letting people talk while I don't talk, and I just listen. Letting people talk, get their thoughts out. And in that time when I'm really supposed to be listening, I'm listening. But I'm also checking my breathing at the door. I'm making sure that I'm not breathing short. I'm letting it all out, and I just continue to do that. and until it's I feel the need to go ahead and say what I have to say. I move more at a slower pace. I plan ahead of time. Journaling helps. Making sure you get adequate sleep helps. If you can give yourself enough time to go to bed earlier so that you can get up earlier, so that you can go ahead and start your day before everybody else does, and you have that time to breathe, focus, and pray, it works. And I'm telling you this from a spiritual aspect, but also in a carnal way. Like in the normal everyday life, you have to give yourself enough time, because when you don't have enough time, if you're always rushing, anxiety is there right there in the background, like, didn't I tell you to hurry up and get up? You know, so just give yourself time to do the things that you know you need to do in order to be productive for the day. And then also, this video might end up being a part 2 soon, but this is just a message that is kind of short and sweet that I really wanted to get out. But I also wanted to offer you something that you can kind of do or get and mix it in your tea. Actually, I mixed a spoonful of this supplement with hot water and then add a little cold water on top. So if you see like the little residue spots, that's definitely from the when I pour the hot water in it, it bubbles up and it does that. But yeah, it's so good. And it is Calm. This is a very good brand. It's definitely needed when you're having a stressful day. You know you're gonna have so many things to do on your plate, but you want to be able to relax and stay calm through it all. Breathing is your #1 technique. If you don't listen to anything else I say, it's something that you constantly do every day without even knowing it. It's your breath that it gives you life. So concentrate on your breathing as well. That's the #1 thing that you can do for free, okay? With also planning your day accordingly, with also giving yourself enough time. Also incorporate this into your diet. Add this into your drink. I think I do like a spoonful. Pour the hot water in there and then pour a little cool water on there and then drink it down. They have flavors. I suggest if you're a flavor freak like I am sometimes, definitely try out the strawberry lemonade one. But I tried this one because I'm trying to lay low on that whole like needing to have a flavor for everything. Sometimes water doesn't need to taste like nothing but water. Like, so I suggest you do this. It's basically when your body is in a state of anxiety, you have the tendency to kind of like deplete magnesium from your body depletes magnesium to kind of like help calm you down. And sometimes you don't have enough magnesium in your system to be able to keep you calm. So that's what caused you to go in this disarray and always just be like so jittery and so out of control. So this is actually just magnesium. It's a magnesium supplement that you put into your water to add more magnesium into your diet, because you know a lot of things that we are missing are like essential minerals, and we need these things to keep our bodies functioning at its tip-top shape. So I just suggest that you try that, and also lay off the caffeine if you can, because that'll help. That'll help you get adequate sleep at night. But if you don't take away nothing else from this video, because I'm gonna go ahead and close here, please make sure that you are, at the bare minimum, concentrating on yourself. I was recently reading a new book by James Braha. I'll be featuring that in another video very soon. But in the video, he talks about if you want to end suffering, learn to concentrate on yourself, fix the things within you, and you can literally change the world. And that was the most powerful thing I've ever heard. And I'll be doing a video centered around that very thought very soon. So just stay tuned to that. But for right now, we part ways. Thank you for joining me, and we'll be with each other very soon on another episode of Naomi the G. Meanwhile, did you hit subscribe? Like the video, and make sure you leave your comments below about any kind of tips that you have for dealing with stress, worry, anxiety, and all that kind of stuff. Thank you, my love. See you soon.